Hello, welcome to today's class. Today we have this nice radical challenge before us here. The question is without calculate or simplify, square root of 5 plus 2 into the square root of 6 minus the square root of 5 minus 2 into the square root of 6. The reason why I brought this question is because of the previous challenge I solved on radical without the use of calculator, the simplification there. And some persons ask so how to factor this root 6 here. And that's why I decided to bring this challenge here. So if you're new here, this is Math Prowess, and if you've not subscribed, do it to subscribe so that you get notified whenever we release an amazing video like the one you're about to watch right now. Because at Math Prowess, we release wonderful unsolved solution to math problems all the time. So let's take our solution first thing. Okay, now this is the trick to solving this kind of radical challenge. All we need to do is to look for the product or factors of the square root of 6 here that we can square, add them together, square them to give us everything we have here. And if you watch carefully, you discover that the terms we have inside this radical is conjugate to this very one. So once we can get this very one, then we include minus to the sign that it will give us this. So what we do here, we have to take only this radical out here, this 10 here, which is square root of 6 here. So how do we go about that? We go to take our x and y. Okay, so if we take this x and y, two factors of the square root of 6, here we have to make some assumptions here, because if that is not established, we can have two answers to this challenge here. So here we have x is greater than y. So if x is greater than y, that will enable us to get the actual value or the factors that we can add together to give us what we want. Now, the square root of our 6 here can be split into 1 times the square root of 6. That will still give us square root of 6, right? Then, again, we can equally have the square root of 6 to be the square root of 6 times 1. In other words, x can be root 6 and y could be 1. Even as we established the first one that x could be 1 and y could be root 6. Again, we can also get root 6 from the square root of 2 and the square root of 3. If we use this to find this, this will give us the square root of 6. Again, we can also vary this to give us square root of 3 times the square root of 2. So either this of these factors here, when multiplied together, will give us root 6 here. So we're going to look for the two factors that when we add together, square them to give us either this expression and this expression. So let's take the first one here. We're going to take 1 and root 6. So if we have our 1 plus root 6 and we square this, what will this give us? So let's take this and simplify it gradually. So we have here square root of 6, then bracket 1 plus the square root of 6. So let's go ahead and open up this bracket we have here. So this is going to give us here 1 times 4 will give us 1, there plus 1 times root 6 will give us root 6, then plus root 6 times 4 will still give us root 6, then our root 6 times root 6 will give us plus root 6 all to the power of 2. Okay, so this will give us 1, then plus this will give us 2 into root 6, then plus this, we go with this radical to give us 6 here. So if we add up this is going to give us here 7 plus 2 root 6. And this is what we're looking for here. So this does not give us what we want. This expression we have here, 1 plus the square root of a 6 all to the power of 2 does not give us that. And if we put in minus here, Same thing, it will not give us what we want. So we'll go to the next term here, which is this here. So now, considering this will not work out. Okay, this will not work out because we said x is greater than y here. So again, this will not work out here. And so we're going to take this straightforward. So let's consider our square root of 3 plus the square root of 2 all to the power of 2. And so this will give us the square root of 3 plus the square root of 2. Okay, multiply the square root of 3 plus the square root of 2. So I just have to conserve space here. So this is going to give us what? Square root of 3 times square root of 3. Automatically, this is going to give us the square root of 3 all to the power of 2 there, plus the square root of 3 times square root of 2. This is going to give us square root of 6 plus square root of square root of 2 times the square root of 3 again will give us square root of 6 plus square root of 2 times square root of 2. This is going to give us square root of 2 all to the power of 2. We know this will leave the system, and so this will also leave. So we now have this to be our 3 plus 2 into the square root of 6 plus 2. We can add this and this together to give us here 5 plus 2 into the square root of 6. Now let's check what we have in our equation, original equation. Same thing we have here, 5 plus 2 into the square root of 6. So this works out. And again, like I said earlier on, because we have established the fact that x must be greater than y, so we don't have to try this. Because we go with this is going to give us a different answer. So we're going to take this. This is what is going to work out here. Now, can we check if the negative of this will give us this? So let's give a little check to this. So we're going to try the square root of 3 minus the square root of 2. Okay, you know this is square, so let's just go ahead and do the multiplication. So this will now give us square root of 3 all to the power of 2, then minus this time this will give us the square root of 6. This time this will give us minus the square root of 6 again. This time this will give us plus square root of 2 all to the power of 2. Again, this leaves, this leaves, so give us here 3 minus this will give us 2 into root 6, then plus 2. We can add these two together to give us here 5 minus 2 into the square root of 6. So you discover that this corresponds with what we have in here. So we can go ahead and rewrite this expression here. So from here, we now have this to be the square root of our bracket open, square root of 3 plus the square root of 2 close bracket all squared, then minus the square root of our bracket open, the square root of 3, then minus the square root of 2 close bracket all squared. Easy, right? Good. So from here, this radical goes with this square, then this goes with this. So we now have our square root of 3 plus the square root of 2, then minus, let's put this in bracket, the bracket, here we have square root of 3, then minus the square root of 2. Easy, right? So let's go ahead and open up this bracket and see what this gives us. So we're going to have here square root of 3, then plus the square root of 2, then minus the square root of 3, then plus the square root of 2. Here we have plus and here we have minus. So this leaves the system. We can add these two together to give us here 2 into the square root of 2. So this is our answer to the simplification above here, which is this simplification here. So without the use of calculator, this is how you simplify terms like this. Okay, so if you learned something from this video tutorial, then give the video a thumbs up. And if you're not clear with any of these steps analyzed here, then drop it in the comment section. We are there to reply to your comments. Remember, this is Smart Prowess, and we all here love you. Thanks for being there. See you in our next video. Bye.